Today, I'm excited to introduce you to our latest update called Blueprints. With Maester Blueprints, you can now generate any business analysis from a single prompt. And whether we're talking about a weekly sales update or customer QBR data or board meeting prep or monthly forecasting or anything else, it doesn't matter. Maester can handle it. So here's how it works. First, you'll train the agent to generate the output you're looking for. And this is just by asking questions and giving feedback. Whether it's a series of charts or a complex table in a spreadsheet or a complete 10-page performance update in a Word document, it doesn't matter. Second, you will save that approach as a blueprint. And this is just one click. And finally, you or any member of your organization can run that blueprint again against any slice of data or any time frame of your choosing. And all that takes is a single prompt and no clicking. So Maester Blueprints let anyone in an organization generate a RevOps approved analysis from a single prompt without needing to know anything about the underlying data. Let's take a closer look. So I'm just going to have Maester build me a 5-bullet summary of sales activities for the month of July 2025. And I'm going to give it a little bit of direction in terms of what I would want to see here. All right, great. So we've got our 5-bullet update and a quick chart showing deals created per week in July 2025. Now I'm going to prompt the agent again and just give it a little bit more detail of what I want. So I actually want to see this as a stacked bar chart broken down by sales rep. And I'd also like to see the x-axis showing the actual dates instead of the week number of the year. Okay, perfect. So now we're going to create the blueprint. And we'll just call this 5-bullet monthly sales update. So now I'm going to run this blueprint. And all I have to do is choose the blueprint and just say, run this for whatever period I want. In this case, June 2025. So there you have it. By running the blueprint, I was able to generate an identical 5-bullet monthly update for a completely different period of time without knowing anything about the underlying data or needing to give any direction to my prompt. So we just put together a blueprint for a monthly sales update that anyone in the organization can reproduce on their own from a single prompt. Now, it doesn't need to be results that are as simple as that. It can be much more complex, or they can be a bit different. So in this example, I have Maester put together a QBR for our customer, Alice Toy Barn. And you can see in this thread, there's a ton of back and forth and a lot of charts, and it gets a bit complex. But in the end, I get to a result that I want, and this is what it looks like. I have a quick summary at the top, and then we have a page on each of the kind of key things that I care about, and it looks really good. I'm pretty happy with it. And I would like for other people in the organization to be able to reproduce this type of an analysis, but I don't necessarily want them to have to ask all the questions or know what to ask or really tell Maester what to do. So we create a blueprint for it called Customer QBR Prep Document. And now anyone can run this blueprint on their own from a single prompt. And you can see here, I've run this blueprint for another fake customer. It says that it used that particular blueprint, and you can see that the output looks identical. And just to show you what that final document looks like, here it is. And you can see it's really the same. It's the same format, and it didn't require me to do any back and forth or really thinking much about how the data is set up to get to this result. So that's a pretty complex one, but it can also be super simple. So in this case, I just told Maester to give me a breakdown of our top 20 customers of all time, and I get this nice kind of summary and a really tidy chart. And I want people on my team to be able to reproduce this on their own. So I created a blueprint, top 20 customers all time. And now I can run this from a single prompt very easily. You can see here, I've run this blueprint just for companies in the technology industry, and it uses that blueprint, and the output looks identical, except it's just filtered for those results. So you can see with blueprints, anyone in your organization can generate any kind of analysis from a single prompt without needing to know anything about the underlying data. So that's Blueprints. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think.